Hi guys, welcome back. Chris here at Review It All. Today I wanted to do a how-to on how to read a tape measure or a yardstick, anything with those kind of measurements on them. So today I have a yardstick, and as you can see on this yardstick it has 8 hashes in between each inch. Kind of wanted to break that down and explain what those measurements are so when you hear them you're not so confused. This one has 8 hashes. This ruler has 8 hashes. But you can have 8 hashes or 16 hashes. This tape measure has 16 hashes. This is a 25-foot tape measure. This is a 12-foot tape measure. It also has 16 hashes. So let's go ahead and break those measurements down, and I will tell you what each hash stands for and how to reduce each number down the easy way so it's not so confusing. So here we go. Since the numbers on the tape measures and the yardsticks are pretty small and hard to see on camera, I made exploded views of a 1 inch with 8 hash marks. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's your 8 marks. So this one would be 1 mark out of 8. 2 mark out of 8, 3 out of 8, 4 out of 8, and so on. But you never hear 2/8 as a measurement. So you would divide that by 2, and that would go down to a quarter. Then you have your 3/8, 4/8, reduces down to a half, 5/8, 6/8, which reduces down to 3/4, 7/8, and then your 8/8, which rounds up to your next number. So this is an exploded view when you only have 8 hashes, like this ruler and the yardstick I showed a minute ago. These are how you break it down and how you read them. So now let's move on to the tape measures. This one has 16 hashes. So it's really the same principle, you just have a lot more numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on over 16. So 2/16, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 16 divided by 2 is 8, so you have 1/8 of an inch. 3/16, 4/16, which reduces down to a quarter, 5/16, 6/16, which reduces down to 3/8, and so on and so forth. This is an easy way to figure out what each line means and how to interpret them. Now you may have to count each line to figure out which line is which, but it helps you learn and understand what each line is and what it stands for. Some of us don't really use tape measures, so you may not know what each line means. Hopefully this video helps you learn how to read a tape measure and helps you in the future. Thanks for tuning in. This is Chris at Review It All.